Muy buenas, gente. Aquí estamos con el pavo este haciendo, no sé qué está haciendo, flexiones el tío. Vamos a ver. Hoy vamos a hacer, que ya tengo aquí marcada, los secretos de Lockmoin. A ver qué nos dice. No muy lejos de la gran torre situada en el centro de Lockmoin, Gerald se encontró con una peculiar pareja de caballeros que quizá ya haya mencionado antes. Si no lo he hecho, os cuento que eran alquimistas, personas de dudosa reputación que se hacen llamar eruditos, aunque sin duda no se los conocen los círculos académicos. Informaron al brujo de que el gran laboratorio de Argena estaba escondido en algún lugar de la ciudad en ruinas. Aunque este mago había fallecido muchos siglos atrás, seguía siendo muy famoso. Si el laboratorio de Algema contuviera tesoros que documentaran, aunque fuera una parte pequeña de sus conocimientos, o lo que sería aún más tentador, una de las creaciones del brujo, merecería la pena organizar una expedición para buscarlo. Gerald se sentía intrigado, así que aceptó la oferta de los alquimistas y accedió a la torre para reunirse con los demás miembros de la expedición. Así que vamos allá. En principio, a ver, lo que voy a hacer primero va a ser que se haga de día. Hostia, tengo 3 talentos, tío. Pues me lo voy a poner ya, ¿no? ¿Para qué voy a esperar? A ver, 3 talentos. De aquí tengo toda la vida ya cogida. Y de aquí creo que me faltaba algo de vida. Hostia, pero es que no llego. Tengo que gastar uno. Uah. Tengo que elegir entre... Atracción fatal. Permite hechizar a un máximo de 2 rivales con la señal de Axia, que no lo utilizo nunca. Y la señal de Igni. Bueno, la señal de Igni sí la utilizaré. Vale, listo. Y ahora me voy hacia aquí, que es señal de Irden otra vez. Vale. Y ahora me voy a esta que... Es que, hostia, es que he gastado aquí 2 talentos para nada, tío. Para 50 puntos solamente. Pudiéndome haber ido para aquí, tío. Joder, qué putada, tío. ¿Ya no lo puedo quitar o qué? Oh, no lo puedo quitar, tío. Pues... Pues voy a echar para atrás, macho. Porque no me ha gustado nada lo que he hecho. No me ha gustado nada lo que he hecho. ¿Dónde era? Vale, ahora sí. A ver. Aquí creo que me faltaba una. Vale, que me la pongo ya. Esto es... Efecto crítico más 10, pero es que... Baja instantánea más 2. Y efecto crítico más 10 también. Y si me voy a por aquí, desbloquear los golpes de remate a grupos. Se activa después de que la barra de adrenalina se cargue. Permite la generación de adrenalina a través de golpes de espada. Pues ese me gusta. Vale, y encima tiene mutágeno. Perfecto. Vitalidad más 10. Daño 1-2. Este está guapo. Vitalidad más 5. Estoy entre este. Generación de adrenalina al golpear al enemigo. Sí, me voy a poner este. Vale, Pues nada, listo. Ahora sí que sí. Maestro espadachín me ha podido ahí un logro. Y a ver, diario, ahora la misión de... El secreto de Locumon. Vamos. Me marca aquí.
At your service.
Debe ser aquí dentro. No, no, pero aquí ya entré, tío. Ah, no, sí, es aquí. ¿Qué pasa aquí, tío? ¿Dónde me he metido? ¡Joder, que me están matando, tío! Me cago en la puta, tío, no me lo puedo creer. Y encima no he guardado. ¿Quién me manda a mí meterme en esa puerta, tío? De verdad, ¿eh? ¿Quién me manda a mí meterme en esa puerta? Joder, tío, me cago en la hostia. Otra vez. Si es que de verdad. ¿Quién me manda a mí meterme en estos sitios? A ver, que no me sale la misión, joder. Ahora, no sé si es hacia abajo o en la puerta esa. Aquí hay otra puerta. Y aquí ya no hay nada. No, esa no, era la otra.
We've broken through in the right spot.
Quiet. Stand ready.
Cynthia, es verdad, ya no me acordaba de Cynthia.
And
Qué
many
cabrona.
other mages. I know who he is, Cynthia.
In the same city as Philippa, and you didn't even bother to change your name. That takes balls.
Philippa's out of the picture. She's been arrested.
And I was supposed to die, but I didn't. Grave error.
I'll make you a deal.
You don't get it. You turned Triss into a cold stone. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out why I shouldn't turn you into a cold corpse.
She is alive and well. We decompressed her successfully. There were no complications.
And the interrogation after she was decompressed? Because you did interrogate her.
I personally supervised it. We presented the tools, gave her a few bruises, and that sufficed to get her to talk.
¿Cómo que has golpeado a Triss, cabrón?
Cynthia, tell him to shut up or I'll kill him.
Silence, Adelbear. That's an order. Witcher, help me complete my mission. Help me open Der Henner's laboratory.
What'll you give me?
I've read the intelligence reports. I know your past. There are things in there, important things you don't remember.
I could force you to tell me.
I don't think so. Will you torture me? We both know you couldn't.
Fine. I'll help you open the laboratory.
In exchange, I'll tell you all I can. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Are we likely to encounter drowners? Or a related species? Perhaps other monsters?
That is
Avanza
how
por
the
las
sewers-
alcantarillas hacia el laboratorio.
sewers are infested with monsters.
Pues que va, no voy a coger nada, tío, porque es que ya... Para lo que queda en el juego no creo que valga ni la pena.
If only we could produce even basic sketches of those tombs. Damn shame. Ghouls!
No, just bluff. Watch yourself.
Hostia, ha salido una cosa nueva ahí arriba, tío, no sé lo que es. ¿Qué es eso del rayo, tío? No sé qué es eso. Pero bueno, creo que me voy a tener que tomar una pócima o algo. Golondrina. Grajo. Y que de momento creo que ya está. Hostia, no sé qué es eso, tío. Parece que se vaya llenando, ¿no? ¿O algo? ¡Hostias! Pedrín. Me ha quitado media vida así por toda la cara, tío. Hostias, 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 ¿cómo pegan estos, no? ¿Por qué pegan tanto, tío? Joder, ¿cómo pegan, tío? Tío, ¿quién me quita? Ah, vale, coño, si estoy poniendo Irden, tío. ¿Quién me quita Queen? Si es que no tengo puesto Queen, joder.
That about does it.
I'm impressed.
I've kept my end of the bargain. I hope you'll keep yours.
Be sure of it.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Ha! We defeated them, Witcher! We did it!
I'm no rat to run around sewers. What we're looking for, anyway? Some graves, I heard.
Graves? So maybe there is something in this for us.
Shut your traps. Want the sergeant to hear? We'd be in deep shite.
We've got company.
Redanian bastards.
The entrance must be somewhere here.
If our experts are to be trusted.
Dificultad dabbled in illusions, among other things.
He also experimented heavily with golems.
Golems with the power of speech, supposedly. They knew nothing of poetry, but...
Will you two shut up?
Yes, it's an illusion. I found a weak spot. Stand back. Later. Later and Lorn. Lisa and Lorn. Later, dear!
At times I'm caught. You can get my kind of feat. Though I have no needles, they say I am piercing. What am I?
Careful with the answer. It could be a trap.
Typical of Dificultad. He was a genius with a penchant for mischievous jokes, like a child.
So a couple of adults, purported experts, should have no problem solving this.
Indeed, it's trivial. The answer is pain.
Incorrect.
No!
Hostia, se la ha cargado, tío.
Impossible! So many years of research together. Why did we ever embark on this?
Se la ha cargado, macho.
Imagine the books, the potions. My poor
Pleasant or terrible. I come at night or in daytime. Short or long. But yours alone. Essential. I am...
Joder, no me jodas.
Can you please repeat the riddle?
Pleasant or terrible. I come at night or in
¿Agradable
daytime.
o terrorífico?
Short or
¿Llego
long.
por la noche o por el día? ¿Soy corto o largo, pero solo tú me ves?
I am...
La muerte. No lo sé.
Death.
Incorrect.
¡No! Mierda. Que me ha matado. Que me ha matado, pero por toda la cara. Vamos a ver, ¿soy corto o bajo? ¿Aparezco por la noche o por el día? Y solo tú me ves. No entiendo esta adivinanza. Y solo tú me ves.
Capable of kindness and cruelty, I take victims when I sound.
Ah, otra ahora.
I can be on your
Puedo ser
side
cruel o
or
amable.
wrong you.
Y cuando soy
I
amargo me
bring
cobro
gifts,
víctimas.
though you already have me.
El destino.
Fate.
Correct.
It's going rather well so far.
Bien.
Not for everybody.
¿Y la primera pregunta cuál sería, tío? La respuesta.
Someone's been here recently.
¿Qué? ¿Entro yo? ¿Nadie se atreve a entrar o qué?
Well, well, the competition's here. Kill them!
Hostia, no tengo vida, tío. ¿Qué pasa con la puta golondrina? ¿No se regenera o qué? ¡Hostia puta, tío!
Attack! Attack!
Golpe de gracia. La barra adrenalina se ha cargado. Pulse para dar un golpe de gracia en grupo. ¡Oh!
They must have descended straight from their quarter.
¡Hostias, qué guapo, tío!
Another guardian. Later, Elrond.
Espera que Cintia
Lisa,
active
Elrond.
al guardián y
Later,
háblale.
dear. It's reacting to my spell.
Sí que hay libros aquí, ¿no? ¿Y esta puerta? Esto es una especie de laberinto. Ah, no, por aquí he entrado. A ver, voy a leer lo que me han dado, a ver si es algo importante o algo. Vale. Mapa astral. Objeto de misión, cuidado, ¿eh? ¿Eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cosas. No sé qué es esto, pero bueno. Hostia, 43, 45, vaya espadote, tío. Vale, yo creo que ya está. A ver, siguiente
A group
pregunta.
of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Did I hear someone complain about the riddles being too easy?
Let's think this through. There are 9 alcoves, a fresco in each. That's 3 groups of 3 frescoes.
The riddle mentions 3 guides above the travelers. We must examine the frescoes, seek answers there.
I'll advise you about the riddle, but I will not take part in disarming the device. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Debería mirar los frescos. Resuelve el acertijo. 2 de tus compañeros y tú debéis colocaros en las placas con la presión adecuada. Qué misión más, qué misión más rara esta, ¿no? ¿Dónde me tengo que colocar? Dos de tus compañeros y tú debéis colocaros en las placas con la presión adecuada.
Too bad about Gaspar.
I cannot hope to finish the research alone.
¿Qué placas, tío?
One buffoon less.
No sé a qué placa se refiere, ni sé de qué me está hablando. A ver. Joder, no lo entiendo. 2 de tus compañeros y tú debéis colocaros en las placas con la presión adecuada. Pero ¿cómo cojones nos colocamos? ¿Qué? ¿Os colocáis o no? No sé qué tengo que hacer. No sé a qué placa se refiere. Aquí.
I persuaded Gaspar to pursue all this.
Con la presión adecuada, tío. No lo pillo eso. Mira, es igual. Voy a contestar y ya está, tío.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them. So at night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to
Dama de plata.
unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
Y montaña. ¿No? Debería mirar los frescos, vale. Dragón. Es que no entiendo eso, con la presión adecuada no lo entiendo, tío. Ah, no, el dragón puede ser este.
A group of travelers.
No entiendo.
What do you think of the first verse?
A ver, la primera frase.
It describes a serpentine dragon swallowing its own tail, which represents infinity and thus time. The hourglass likewise symbolizes time. In this case, the time of the traveler's journey.
I believe it's the dragon constellation. It would be visible at night. What's more, sources on alchemy invariably portray dragons as winged, and as an accomplished alchemist, Gehenna would also be a competent astrologer. The verse must refer to the constellation.
In alchemy, the winged serpentine dragon represents prime matter, an essential component in the process of alchemical transformation. The verse seems to indicate the allegory illustrating that transformation.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
¿Cómo rezaba esa
The
línea? A ver.
first verse was, "At night they trailed a drake serpentine."
De noche siguieron el rastro de un dragón. De noche, pues será la constelación del dragón,
It
¿no?
should be the dragon constellation.
I shall take that one.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You see, the fresco itself resembles a coat of arms, and in heraldry silver is rendered as white. So the Silver Lady and White Rose are one and the same.
I think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon represents both silver as a metal and the feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely. Every Nilfgaardian, on the other hand, has heard of the Imperial Nausicaa Brigade, which has the Death's Head as its symbol. The brigade's name is female, and they say death follows a unit. So the Silver Lady could very well be Nausicaa or the Death's Head.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
Vale, vale, ¿qué
As
decía
I
este?
recall, the second verse was a silver lady shining
Una dama de
and
plata,
fine, if
reluciente y
only her
hermosa,
vis-
que se negaba a mostrar su cara.
What do you think of the
A
second
ver, pues
verse?
una que se
To
muestre,
my
que no
mind, it
muestre la
speaks of the
cara.
white rose, symbol of the Order of the Flaming Rose. You
Esta la
see,
muestra,
the
así
fresco
que esta no puede
itself
ser.
resembles a coat of arms, and it
I think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon
Esta tiene que
represents
ser.
both silver as a metal
Que no
and
muestra
the
la cara.
feminine element.
The order remains largely unknown. The brigade's name...
Vale, tiene
I
que ser la de
think
la
it's the
luna.
full moon.
allow me.
What do you say to the third verse?
Y la tercera
It
frase.
describes the precipice, the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states, as above, so below. The vault is the ravine into which the
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ore.
The verse is not literal. In many legends, towers are in fact vaults, which the hero must penetrate in order to rescue an imprisoned princess, or
Vale, yo creo que es la torre.
Can someone remind me how the line was worded?
Porque, ¿qué decía el
The third
verso?
fragment mentioned a mountain vault containing untold riches which guided
Cámara en la
the
montaña,
travelers
repleta de riquezas que guiaba a los viajeros de día. Ah, cuidado, cuidado, cuidado.
What do you say to the third verse?
It describes
Cuidado, a
the
ver.
precipice, the ravine amidst mountains. An ancient rule in alchemy states,
We must read the third line literally. To me, it suggests the Mahakam Mountains and its mines, from which dwarves and gnomes extract many ores that are invaluable.
The verse is not literal.
Macizo
It
montañoso
then
puede
legends
ser.
how-
The mine entrance in the mountainside. That seems logical. I'll stand next to that fresco. Let's see if we can solve this. Take your places.
Count me out. I want to live.
As you will.
Vale, aquel se va a la luna. Esta se va al dragón. Y yo me tengo que ir a la torre.
Intruder detected.
No!
¡Mierda! He fallado. He fallado, tío, no. Bueno, he fallado, pero se ha abierto la puerta.
Such a shame. I actually found those two amusing.
Shut up.
Of course, my lady.
Hola, amigo.
A golem. So Darehenna's legend is true.
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
So I guess we should get along famously.
You? What do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge. Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head. Break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest. Try.
My intentions are good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Darehenna must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian. Nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
Joder, qué misión más
We came
extraña.
here for Darehenna's treasures, and we will have them.
I will not allow it. Stop the intruders.
Damn you.
Joder, tío, ¿por qué? Yo no quería pelear. Derrota a los golems. ¿Cuántos hay? ¡Oh! Madre mía. Hostias, 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 hostia que me dan. ¿Cómo voy a derrotar a los tres, tío? ¿En serio?
A golem.
It is no...
So I guess we should get along.
You.
I don't
Geralt.
actually.
So...
My
As
Darehenna.
the Master made, and you,
So you're aware you're an automaton,
do we really know is he, when a
and to think that Adelbert. Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember
When was that? What did...
I am a machine.
You're far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make...
The Master made me the way I am, because long discussions were too...
So you decide who's a guest and who's an...
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously.
I have other questions. Do you remember your...
Of course. I abide by his will, by his power.
Derhenna is dead.
His word, which animates me, live. Empires will rise and fall. Rivers will shift their courses.
You're not an automaton. You're self-aware, and you think.
You're wrong. I am eloquent and can discern between guests and intruders. I can all... By the way, as an automaton, stop the intruders.
How many more can there be?
Tío, pero ¿cómo me dan tan rápido? Joder, claro, tío, si es que tengo Irden. Me cago en la puta. Ya decía yo. Es imposible, tío. Es imposible cargarme estos tres. Los tres a la vez imposible, tío.
Did your creator...
I'm called
a golem.
I owe...
Powerful magic created you. Derhenna was a...
He is...
I have other questions. Powerful magic created you.
He is...
Can we discuss the program that...
Of course not.
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which...
Do that, and I shall...
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
You are wrong. The pain of the...
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come...
In my case, it comes from the will of the Master.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that...
I have other questions. So you're aware you're an atom...
Do you really... Is he... When he...
And to think... Has anyone... When what... You are far more self-aware... So... Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Derhenna, but he is dead. Also guests may...
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far.
El nombre palabra, tío. ¿Qué es el nombre palabra?
I have other questions. Powerful magic created you.
He is...
Can we discuss the...
Of course not.
I have other questions. Do you remember?
Of course, I abide by his word, which empires.
Derhenna must have been an exceptional man.
I guard everything that belonged to the Master, including his...
I have other questions.
Es que no sé qué...
You're an automaton.
Do we really know who we... Is human life predictable in that the cycle... When a human is born, he is obedient to his...
And to think that Adalbert questioned Derhenna's mastery. Has anyone
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests.
When was that?
I am a machine.
No sé qué de... No sé.
All right. I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Burglar witchers, philosopher golems, an expedition replete with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adalbert. And you.
Con las notas de la ajena te liberaremos. Sé que eres un guardián y lo respeto.
By the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
That is true.
So far, I'm a guest, and you were created to greet guests. As a guest, I command you to tell me your true name.
In making that request, you took hostile action against my mission and ceased to be a guest.
¡Mierda! ¡Joder! ¡Mierda! ¡Oh, no me lo puedo creer!
How many more can there be?
Es imposible, tío. Bueno, me he cargado a uno. Es imposible, tío, contra 3. No hay espacio para moverme. A ver si consigo la respuesta correcta, tío, pero es que no entiendo.
Powerful magic. As a conscience, but you and can we discuss?
Of course.
I have other. So you're aware.
Do you is when
and to has anyone when you're far more. Who if
Derhenna, but he is dead.
Tell me more. Who's a...
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word.
I have other questions. Powerful mag...
He is still sincere.
I have other questions. Did your creator...
I'm called obedience, and
a golem's name is the word that gave it life.
I own nothing. Everything belongs.
Do you remember...
Of course, I am...
Derhenna...
His word, empire...
Derhenna...
I got...
No, no puedes preguntar. Eso no lo hagas.
Do you
Of course, I am...
Derhenna...
His word, empire...
Joder, no me acuerdo ahora qué tenía que hacer.
I got everything the
Can I ask you for the name word which...
do that, and
I have other questions. All right. I think I know how to get past this. Burglar with an
And
Con las notas que hice antes, esta, ¿no?
We know
Con
you
la...
exist by the will
Hostia,
of
¿qué
the
hice
master.
antes, tío?
is true.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop.
Intruders must be.
Invoco la sagrada ley de la hospitalidad. Hablemos de mentiras y desengaños. Joder, tío.
You are a fool. Custom, stop the intruders.
No, tío, joder.
Shit, you stink.
Es imposible, tío. No se puede matar a estos. Cabrón, no me dejan ni levantarme, tío. Joder, no sé qué hacer, macho. De verdad, ¿eh?
a god.
Estoy súper bloqueado, tío.
Powerful magic. Can we discuss?
Of course,
Can I?
do that.
I have other. Do you remember?
Of course, I am
Derhana.
his empire.
Derhana must.
I got.
I have other. Did your creep?
I'm.
A golem.
I.
Powerful ma.
He.
I have other questions. So you're a.
Do we is winning?
And to. You are far more.
The
So you.
who else would?
Has anyone tried?
I.
When was?
I.
Who, if.
Dare.
Tell me more.
Is it not?
I have other.
Ay, no sé qué hacer.
So you're a.
Do we is winning?
And to. I have other questions. Powerful.
He.
As a con.
You are wrong.
But you.
In my.
And do you.
I feel.
I have other questions. All right. Burglar with an exp.
And
We know you.
That is true.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruders must be stopped.
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive you?
I have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere...
My existence is so.
Joder. Bueno, al menos he avanzado.
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the Guardian.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious. Your Master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie. And you cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your Master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder.
This is a contradiction. A paradox.
We've done it. We've penetrated.
No, tío, ¿por qué?
Let's have a look. This is better than I'd hoped.
Ah, vale, lo he conseguido.
Great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get
Joder. Trofeo de Golem, tío, pues este trofeo tiene que ser la... ¡Buah! La hostia. Armadura más 10 y vitalidad más 15. Pues me lo pongo ya, tío. Joder, lo que me ha costado esto, por favor. Busca el laboratorio.
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it.
Que hay un montón de cosas, ya verás. Runa lunar. Espera que el hechizo de Cynthia surta efecto, vale. ¡No, no! ¡Déjame coger las cosas, tío!
The device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and...
Paid like the scholars.
No me jodas.
They died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adelbear, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Ma'am.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything?
¿Qué dices?
Like reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host, and survived.
You fulfilled your
Joder,
end
no
of
sé
the
qué hacer.
As have you.
Take your coin and leave.
I'll take the coin and the artifact.
That is not what we agreed.
Because I didn't know you'd find anything this interesting.
And now you know too much. Don't force me to deal with this my way.
Calm down, both of you. Everyone has received their due.
Their due? Huh. As I see it, Nilfgaard feels its due more and more.
So our mutant is also a patriot.
Back away.
Life is a string of choices. And you have just chosen suicide.
Oye, ¿que son magos estos o qué, tío? Joder. Joder.
The device. What is it?
You've done your...
Paid like the...
They were...
I'm not...
Adelbear. It's a
What's it do?
the
Great.
Yes.
Time you...
You were...
Don't the Nilfgaardian...
Not about Witcher.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only...
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adalbert. But until that happens, be a good boy.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of...
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué? ¿Pero por qué? Vale, Cynthia está conmigo, ¿no? ¡Ah, cabrón!
I didn't expect that.
Multiplication.
¿Ya está?
Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the artifact's mine.
Nilfgaardian agents get quartered for lying in reports. What does the Empire do to agents who kill their colleagues?
Nothing. As long as no one
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are...
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived?
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving... And they all know that. You must watch out.
Is there anything to prove I was...
Nothing. You haven't the...
Just because...
And they...
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about it?
Because I like you.
Let's say you've satisfied my cure.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a witcher.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I've a lot of work to do here.
Oh, pensaba que estaría Jennifer. Pensaba en Triss. ¿En Triss? ¿O en Saskia, tío? En Triss, va.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria.
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
I hope you learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway.
Vale, ¿y me ha dejado aquí ahora, mío, o qué? Notas de Daerma. ¿Nueva fase de misión? Encuentras todos los fragmentos. Vale, vale, que esto no se ha acabado. Runa y runa, vale, me interesan las runas.
Hannah's notes about the city's history. Hannah describes finding an important document about.
Ya las tengo todas, ¿no?
Hannah's notes from a trip he took to
¿Más?
Sardinia.
Misión cumplida. Vale, pero porque hay dos puertas, tío. Ah, vale, vale, vale. Aquí está el muerto, pobrecillo. ¿Y la otra puerta dónde está? Vale, pues creo que hemos hecho la misión completa. No, no me digas que no me sale ahora lo de volver. ¿En serio? Quiero volver arriba, a la superficie, por favor. Oh, no me sale más. Qué putada, tío. Ya tiene que volver yo. A ver, vamos a ver. Ha empezado a enseñar los manuscritos, solo ha sobrevivido una parte de los anales de la ciudad y parece que los volúmenes más interesantes han desaparecido. Curiosamente, hasta ese momento no he encontrado ni una sola mención a los Bran. Vale. ¿La 2 dónde está? Vale, es objeto de misión, así que... La 1... La 2. Vale, tampoco es que me haya contado mucho. Un tomo realmente extraño. Habla con Cynthia en el Grimorio. Vale, pues vamos a salir de aquí. No, aquí no hay nada. Buah, no me acuerdo del camino, ¿eh? Joder, no me acuerdo del camino, tío. Hostias, ¿por dónde era, tío? Que le den por el culo, paso de luchar, tío. Cago en la puta, tío, ¿dónde era? No, 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 no. No, 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 aquí no era. Mierda, mierda. Ábrete. Venga, va, ábrete ahora, por favor. Joder. Quiero salir fuera, tío. Vale, aquí es donde me encontré con esta gente. Wow, tío, qué misión más extraña, por favor. ¿Y todas estas puertas que había aquí, que había fantasmas? ¿Qué? Como que paso de descubrirlo ahora, la verdad. Vámonos para arriba, vámonos para arriba. Volveré a esas puertas a investigar. Pero de momento no. Vale, pues nada, gente, lo dejamos aquí. Y aún tengo que investigar esto de aquí abajo. Cloacas. Venga, va, no, 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 no. Mierda, mierda, joder. ¡Oh! ¡Qué cabrón! ¡No, no! ¡El perro no! Perdón. Ha sido el combo. Cerrada, vaya mierda. ¿Para eso mato yo a estos, joder? Bueno, pues nada, lo que decía. Lo dejamos. Nos vemos en el siguiente. Un capítulo un poco raro, pero bueno. Ha estado bien.